On Sunday, after Man United went ahead to beat Liverpool by 4-3, an Arsenal legend came out and asked himself a question. And what was the question? This was the question. He goes by the names of Ian Wright, and he said, how is Kobbie Mainoo not in that England squad? Man was immense today. That's what he went ahead to say. And we remember way back, the manager of England had come out and obviously faced the media when he named his team that was going to play into the team that was going to play into the two games, England versus Brazil and England versus Bellingham. And he's here to come out and obviously reveal to us exactly what he had to do. And finally, he has gone ahead to break what he really said at first. And Kobbie Mainoo is into the first team of England. Welcome to the United Matters channel. How are you guys? And where are you watching us from? I go by the names of Rock and David. Smash the like button, comment and share. If you're watching us for the very first time, endeavor to subscribe to this channel so as not miss out on stories that you do upload in here on a daily. And it's really good to note that a lot is really going on at the club of Man United, especially with the youngsters that have gone ahead to do us good. Amad Diallo winning us the game of Liverpool. Kobbie Mainoo getting his first England call-up. Because absolutely, I've already said this. This guy is different. And when you're different at that age, there is nothing that can stop you from being into that team. No player in the midfield of England has the qualities that Kobbie Mainoo has. Not even Judy Bellingham. Kobbie Mainoo is a special talent, and trust me, he's really gonna make his debut either on Saturday as England plays Brazil or on Tuesday next week when they are playing Bellingham, and he's most likely to start the game of Bellingham. Smash the like button close to 200 times. And don't forget to subscribe because you're left with like 80 subscribers to hit 17,000 subscribers. So guys, continue to subscribe as we continue to obviously bring you more and more content that you guys are really going to enjoy onto this channel. The Muslims, Ramadan Mubarak, right? And for the Christians, we cover you all in the precious blood of Jesus Christ. And may the living true God bless you abundantly. Thank you. So the story emerged as follows. It came in from England, Kobbie Mainoo. Not. This is not the case. What's this? How come I've gone ahead to make this mess? Kobbie Mainoo on his England call-up. Alright. It was put up onto the website of England that Kobbie Mainoo has received his first call-up for the England men's senior national squad. The 18-year-old was initially part of the Man United was initially part of the England under-21 squad, but has been drafted into Gary Southgate's group. All other 25 players reported to St George's Park on Tuesday ahead of their forthcoming internationals against Brazil and Belgium. Man United midfielder Kobbie Mainoo has previously represented England at the under-17 through to the under-19 level. That's what they went ahead to put up, and he was at the under-21s, and then he was taken to the first team. Big news, and it shows you that when you're really of special quality and you perform very well, you are really the main man in there for you. Now, Kobbie Mainoo has come out and said about his call-up that I got called up to the under-21s and then got a text from Steve Holland, and he told me to come and meet him in the reception. He told me that I've been called up and I'm gonna be with the squad. It hasn't sunk in yet, but I'm excited. Obviously, no one cannot get excited when you've gone ahead to get this call-up of the England national team. When you look at the English national team, it's that pride, you know? It's a pride moment because you don't know how many people are really expectant and really working hard to get themselves into those positions. And I want to let you know that it never comes easy. It never comes easy, and it's always hard to obviously see to it that you get into there. That's why he's saying it hasn't sunk in him yet, because he knows what it means. He knows what it means to be in there for you. So we congratulate Kobbie Mainoo for his first England national team call-up, and he's really gonna be doing the best of the best for him. So I would like to thank him. I would like to thank him for that, because he's really doing wonders, and I've gonna hate to appreciate his talent. Very many people have come out and really said lots of things about this young man, as he looks like a City player that is Gary Neville. I'm going to show you what Gary Neville said and what Ten Hag went ahead obviously respond to them, because Ten Hag is the man who went ahead to discover this young man from the academy of Man United and gave him a go, gave him a going into the squad of Man United, and the rest is history. He's such a talent, and no one can really stop him from really going to where he deserves to be. And he looks a more disciplined player, meaning that a lot is onto him to obviously get himself going or not really going. So that is the beauty. That is the beauty of Erik Ten Hag and Kobbie Mainoo. So Kobbie Mainoo is going to play for England. That is it. He has to make his debut in one of those games because he's particularly good. I tell you, he's better than Judy Bellingham at their age, because at the age of 18, Judy Bellingham couldn't even make it into the England national team. It was hard for him. And he was playing for Borussia Dortmund, not Man United. You get? Kobbie Mainoo is playing for Man United, a team that has Sofiane Amrabat, the best CDM in the world, at the World Cup that was concluded in 2022 in Qatar. He's playing alongside Casemiro. He's benching Eriksen. Guys, do you know what Eriksen means? Eriksen is a very good player, and if at all he's benched by this guy, you have to give him the respect that he deserves, and Kobbie Mainoo is such a talent. He's one of a kind, and if at all you don't believe in what I'm saying, you can hit your head on a brick wall, but I tell you, this guy is really very, very good, and he's not going to stop doing this. He's going to really keep up. He's going to keep it up and running, and I think he's going to really make his debut very, very soon. When you look at the team of England, I think I should do a video of how Kobbie Mainoo will line up in the team of England. The manager, before, I think like a month back, he was asked about Kobbie Mainoo. He said that he sees him as an attacking midfielder. You know, at that age of 18, it's very hard to discover yourself. We've got a history to see players like Ronaldo playing as left wingers and right wingers, but when he reached the age of 29, 30, he found himself that was supposed to be a number 9. You know, Lionel Messi the same. He used to play as a number 10. He used to play as a right forward, but at the end of it all, he ended up playing as a center forward. That is Lionel Messi for you. And very many other players, they're going to have to change positions when they grow up, because that's when you really discover yourself. I'll give you an example of Declan Rice, who was played as a central defender at West Ham, and then he was ushered into the midfield, and the rest has been history. So, all those players, like Kobbie Mainoo, with special talents, need to really discover themselves. And I think in the next 2-3 years, would have gone ahead to discover himself, and we might see him being played in the central attacking midfield position, right? Because the manager of England believes the player is really exquisite, and he should really play in the attacking positions of the pitch, because he has a lot of quality to him. And by the way, when you look at Kobbie Mainoo, he said he at first played as a center forward, that is, then as a number 10, and how Ten Hag is going to have to play him in the double pivot. But I know what's the cause of that. If Ten Hag manages to get in other players of good quality, he might really push him forward. But I won't be surprised if at all Gareth Southgate plays this young man as a central attacking midfielder, because for him, he sees him as that. And coming in here shows us that he's really going to make it to the Euros, unless otherwise he really gets injured. But he has 10 games to go, and trust me, he's going to start every game that we're going to play. The 10 games you're left with are as follows for the club of Man United, and trust me, they are going to get him what he wants when it comes to obviously going into the national team squad. And when you look at how he played against Liverpool, everyone was like, this guy deserves to be in the starting 11 of every team, because he's really talented. We are left with Sheffield. We are having Brentford, Chelsea, Liverpool, Bournemouth, Newcastle, Burnley, Coventry, Crystal Palace, Arsenal, and Brighton. Those are the 11 games that Man United is set to play. So, for those 11 games that we are set to play, he has lots of games to prove himself, and we might really get in a 12th game. That should be the final of the FA Cup. And imagine him bossing the final of the FA Cup, right? Like he did against Liverpool. Do you know what that means? Direct ticket to the Euro squad. And when you look at that midfield of England, there is no you tell me that you can leave a player like Kobbie Mainoo out. In the Euros, you're gonna need him a lot, especially for these teams that are really trying to obviously not open up. He can come in and really open up. He does everything very well. His intensity is really right. He runs well and does the needful as a player in those positions as Kobbie Mainoo. So let's go to these people who had something to say about him, and Ten Hag really went ahead to have a very huge response towards them. This is Carl Anka. He works for The Athletic. He quoted, Gary Neville has said he plays like a Man City player. We all know that Man City is the best description of quality, not so? Rio Ferdinand has said he reminds him of Clarence Seedorf. I've gone ahead to see someone, I've forgotten his name, that he reminds him of Yaya Toure. That was Wayne Rooney. Ian Wright has asked whether he should be in the senior England squad for this summer's Euros. For Kobbie Mainoo, the hype machine is here, and it would like clarity on a player with a touch over 20 senior appearances to his name this season. Will he be a defensive midfielder in the style of Michael Carrick? Does his close control dribbling mean that he should be given a box-to-box role, similar to one of Paul Scholes played for Man United in the 90s? Then, after all of those asking themselves those questions, guess who came in through? Erik ten Hag came in through and really gave them a reply. He told them that, I think never, ever compare players with another player. Never, because Kobbie Mainoo, but also other players, they build their own identity. Don't compare with anyone. His skill set, that is so typical. And it's so Kobbie Mainoo. It's nothing to do with other players. That's what he said. And he was like telling them, please, I see you people comparing him to Clarence Seedorf, Yaya Toure, but this is Kobbie Mainoo style. It's Kobbie Mainoo style. For me, when I saw him, I really saw some traits of Paul Ebile Pogba, but when he has gone ahead to emerge out, I think he's a much more better player than all those players that he's being compared with, because none of those players could come in throughout that age and really do what this boy is doing. This boy is bossing the game. His skill set is out of this world, and people forget that the boy is just 18 years of age. So, in the forthcoming events, I really believe this guy is going to really have a very good go into the team of Man United and England, and Ten Hag is going to hit obviously defend him where necessary. And defending him where necessary is really good, because that's the role of the manager, and that's what the manager is supposed to be doing for his youngster like Kobbie Mainoo. Now, we have to go to another quote that Ten Hag came in and really put in about Kobbie Mainoo. He said, of course, he can learn from other players, especially from great players, as Clarence Seedorf was. But Kobbie Mainoo is Kobbie Mainoo. He has big potential, and I'm quite sure he will have a big career. No one doubts that. I know he's going to have a big career, and if at all you doubt it, smoking it, he's one of a kind. And I'm this kind of person who really comes out and really praises players, For me to come out and really praise a player that he's really talented, I just see him on the pitch and really understand that this guy is really one of a kind. And we look at Kobbie Mainoo. What confirms to you that he was a special kind of player was Erik ten Hag let Charlie Savage and Kobbie Mainoo go on a permanent deal after entertaining us into the preseason, and he said let them go. That's what he said, because he knew to eat that he had gone ahead to find a weapon that is a mass distractor for our opponents in the midfield, that is Kobbie Mainoo. And I just can't wait to see him really go on and really do. The only thing that can stop him from having a very good season are injuries. But if at all he keeps himself fit, there is no way Kobbie Mainoo is going to really fail. to really get himself to where he deserves to be. And learning from Clarence Seedorf is good, because for me, Clarence Seedorf is one of those midfielders I'm going to hate to say that was really complete with the size, physicality, his skill set. Everything was out of this world. And I think being a Dutchman, as Erik ten Hag, and Clarence Seedorf was a Dutchman too, he has a lot to do to this boy. He has those clips of Seedorf and gives them to him, and I think this boy will get to know how he obviously does that. But I think Ten Hag will find means of how this guy talks to Clarence Seedorf to see how he makes himself better and better and better as a player. Then, lastly, this reporter from the Athletics said, ultimately, it will fall to Mainoo to show us who he is. He's a prodigy, only beginning to get a feel for his potential at this level, and he will develop further as he matures physically. He will grow parts of his game as he looks to evolve in this ever-changing sport. He's already someone who elevates the performances of those around him, but he will need complementary teammates to maximize his potential. Progress is not linear, but for now, Mainoo is a galvanizing force for one of the biggest clubs in the world. And if you're doing at the age of 18, you are good enough. Can I really tell you about a player called Cesc Fabregas, coming into the age of 15, soon making 16, and the rest was history. 2006 till 2010, those 5 seasons he had at Arsenal, we are really exquisite. I think he made his debut in 2005, if I'm not mistaken. 2005, 2004, I think, because I think was part of the invisible team, but they were just coming in through to put him on. When Patrick Vieira left for Juventus, he really decided to do that job. But the hugest point that I'm going to hate to see is that he needs complementary teammates to maximize his potential. That is it. If you get Kobbie Mainoo, drop him into that Arsenal side to play alongside Declan Rice and Martin Odegaard, oh my, he just goes to the next level. Drop him in the team of Man City, he goes to the next level. Drop him in the midfield of Madrid alongside Upamecano. No, not Upamecano. It's Tchouaméni and Camavinga. He goes to the next level. So he needs better players that he plays with, that are going to challenge him and going to complement his talent. That's why I tell you, we need another midfielder into that team that can really take the quality of this young man to the next level. So guys, your thoughts on Kobbie Mainoo, first England call-up, are welcome in the comment section below, and everything we're going to discuss about Ian Wright, Gary Neville, Erik ten Hag, and the main man coming from the Athletic, telling us what Kobbie Mainoo is all about. He's a stellar performing player, and we really believe he's going to really make it 2 places. Rokan David is my name. I sign out for now. See you later, and I cover you all in the precious blood of Jesus Christ. May the living to God bless you abundantly. The Muslims, Barakallahu fikum, and Ramadan Mubarak. Ciao, ciao. See you later. And I might come back with the live stream.